Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comics to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about Spider-Man 2099, issue number 2, written by Peter David. And the artwork is done by Will Sleaney. The first issue was awesome, and it was a jaw dropper at the end. And in case you haven't read it, you find out that Miguel's girlfriend Tempest was hit by this truck and it exploded, and we weren't sure if she was killed or not, and it looked like Miguel was very badly hurt. We also got to see that the Miss Captain America from 2099 is in this book as well, if you read that series from Secret Wars. So this was a really cool first issue. Does this second issue compare? So just to let you guys know, there is spoilers in this review / recap. So if you guys haven't read it, pause the video or just come back and see me when you actually read this issue. Alright, so first things first, the artwork in the book is consistent when it comes to Spider-Man 2099. Sleaney's been on this artwork through the Secret Wars issue. He's been on this through Volume 1 when it came to all new Marvel now. And the artwork is good. There's a little hiccups here and there. It looked a little awkward when you see Miguel here coming out of the bed. Facial expressions are pretty cool. Action sequences are pretty neat in this book. We wind up getting to see what the new costume looks like finally in this book. Kind of looks like this, so it reminds you almost of a Batcave moment where he's in his artillery room or whatever you want to call it, and has his suit. You get to see the suit for the first time in full when he's in action with it. Looks really cool. It's got the underweb in there, but you can see it's made like a glider, and it reminds me a lot of the Batman Beyond suit. That's what this book in general kind of reminds me of. And but the artwork nevertheless was really good. So what did I think about this actual story? Lila comes in here, gives you a recap of the book, which is really always nice to see. I like how Marvel does that with a lot of their books now, and I wish more comic books did that. We're getting to see it a little bit more often, but sometimes with all these books that are out month to month, you want to remember that little bit of a recap in there. You wind up seeing that Miguel wakes up from, I guess you want to see a 3-day knockout or a coma type of base. Peter is there to try to keep everything under control for him, and emotions are high in this book because Miguel O'Hara's girlfriend Tempest was in this accident, and because of her, he was living this happy life, working for Peter Parker Industries, not being Spider-Man, was in American Ninja Warrior. I thought that was really cool. And what happens is you find out that Tempest's mom pays a visit, and they weren't close. But, and this is a spoiler again, she blames Miguel for Tempest's death, and it gives him a big slap in the face, and it's just like, oh shit, that just happened. And Peter is pretty much, I keep saying Peter, Miguel is pretty much beside himself this entire time. He's very angry. He sits there and says, I can self-load, I can sit here and I can feel shy for myself, but that would be selfish. So right away he wants to go out and try to avenge her death, does some investigating, finds out, what happened, what was going on with that truck. He uses Lila to find out that there was this particular robot that was inside. There was maybe some terrorist attacks that happened that all within a coincidence of each other. And what happens is Miguel finds out who this person is that designs these robots, and we find out that this guy's name is Dr. Kronos. And what happens is supposedly this guy is the best robot builder ever. He showed Dr. Doom how to build his Doom bots when Doom was younger. So interesting stuff there. And Lila is trying to be at Miguel's side with Tempest's death. And, let's just say Miguel is so angry at the situation that he almost threatens to disconnect Lila permanently. So it was really touchy moments there. Very emotional for Miguel. He goes out, he goes into the armory, and he sits there and he decides to put on the suit again to obviously avenge his death. Wants to find out who this scientist is, goes to the location where the scientist is supposed to live, and right away we find out that he's being attacked by this scientist. And the scientist ain't no old rickety man. He's got some crazy tech that makes him super strong and has super strength, and he's almost like a cyborg. Reminds me a lot of Silvermane from a Web of Spider-Man or Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. The guy looks like this. And you were just like, holy crap, dude, what's up with this guy? So, not as huge of a cliffhanger as obviously as the end of the first issue, but it was a cool issue to see how Miguel handles her death and how emotional he is and how much is he, going on upon his anger. So I thought it was a really good issue. And I can't wait to see where this all goes. I'm not really sure yet. Again, very emotional issue. Not as impactful as an ending, but it definitely has you intrigued on what his motives are going to be and how he's going to handle situations. Is he going to team up with Peter Parker again? Yeah, really cool issue. I enjoyed it for what it was. I'm going to give this one probably, this is a tough one. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5, maybe 4.25 out of 5 stars, right around in that range there. You always were waiting to see what that next thing that Miguel was going to do, where if he was going to cross that line. So again, really cool story. Not sure of the villain yet, what's his motives here, but I'm definitely continuing to read this. I think this is a good book, and if you guys are Spider-Man fans or 2099 fans, I think you're going to enjoy this too. So yeah, guys, go ahead, check it out. So fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spiderslayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.